Welcome back to Tailgate with the Tullys. I'm CJ.
I'm Ryan.
Juan Soto has signed a deal. He is now on the New York Mets. Ryan, thoughts on that?
Yeah, it's something that I was a little surprised to see last night. I was expecting him if he was going to stay in New York, which a lot of the rumors said he was going to stay in New York. I was expecting him to stay with the Yankees after they just had an ALCS run, a World Series run. They were 2 games or three, they were 3 games away from winning the World Series. But I thought that he'd kind of try and run it back with them. But surprised to see him sign with New York. I know you got the stats or the contract up for what made him choose New York.
Yeah, officially 15 years, 765 million. There was an initial $75 million signing bonus that will add on to that, which together makes it $300 million more than any MLB contract in history. With this, which I think is the interesting part that kept the Mets involved, Soto can either opt out after the first 4 years or 5 years, sorry, or if he decides to stay with the Mets, he gets an extra $4 million bonus per year. So it'd go from 51 million a year to 55 million a year after that fifth year if he stays. So he has like a bonus in staying because the Mets know they can't win. With that, the Yankees did offer him a 16-year contract for 760 million, which you would think would be enough given that the team that he just stayed with is what offered him that. And the Red Sox, who I thought had a really good shot at him, offered 15 years and 700 million.
Yeah, you named those two teams who also put offers out there. Team I was surprised that didn't put an offer out there was the Philadelphia Phillies. A lot of ties with Turner, Harper, Schwarber, all these guys who Soto has played with, and just nothing from the Phillies. But you do like to see teams like the Red Sox who didn't have a great year last year try and make an effort to become one of those top teams. It is. I think it's very interesting that he chose the New York Mets.
Yeah, so take a look here at what the Mets lineup could look like now going into next season. Starting off with Lindor, you then have Soto, Vientos, Nimmo, Marte, McNeil, Tyron Taylor, Francisco Alvarez, and Brett Beatty. So not a huge jump I see there for the Mets. I still think they might be the third best team in the NL East, but an interesting contract they're signing by Soto.
Yeah, no. Soto, a guy who every single year he's up there for the batting title. He's a great contact hitter. He doesn't strike out much. He's very good at getting on base with walking and all. He didn't have the greatest year this year, but he had a very good year. He batted 288. In the postseason, he was 327, one of the few guys on the Yankees lineup to really keep it consistent throughout the postseason. I think he'll fit well in this Mets lineup, but I don't think he's enough to really put them over the edge. I think that they did have a great run this year, and I'm not trying to take anything away from that. They did beat the Phillies. I can't say too much, but I think it was a very fluky run. I think it was kind of like that. If you get hot at the right time in baseball, it's how it works out. Look at the Diamondbacks, the Giants that one year who just had an insane year because they got hot. Like it was kind of like things strung together. Things worked out way too well for the Mets that I don't think just signing Juan Soto is gonna be able to do enough. Especially if you lose Alonso, you lose another big power bat. I don't know your thoughts on if he's really gonna change anything in that lineup.
Yeah, I mean, obviously you add Juan Soto is going to make a difference, but I don't see the Mets getting much better again. They do lose Alonso, and they're going to have to add a lot more in the pitching staff. They did just get Clay Holmes, but maybe
Mhm.
look to add another pitching arm. But let us know what you guys think in the comments. Thank you guys for watching another episode of Tailgate with the Tullys. I'm CJ.
I'm Ryan.
Let us know what you think of Juan Soto signing with the Mets.